What I'm holding is potentially the future of proxying. Wow, this thing is... Oh, this is vacuum sealed. This is crazy. It has a very special scent. This is insane. The smell reminds me of when you first open up a new iPhone box and then you just smell that iPhone-ness. Potentially the smell of the Apple factory. I actually cannot believe I'm holding these in my hand. Let me explain very quickly what you're looking at right here. This is a sample of UV proxies from Strider Forge. I've mentioned them before. They are ahead of the game with making UV proxies in our community. This is crazy. I have done my share of research on UV printers. I was looking into getting one at some point. I was looking into getting one from UV, but guess what? They don't ship to Hawaii. And then I sent them an email. I said, I really need the UV printer. Can you send it to Hawaii? And the best response I got from them was they said you can send it to someone on the mainland so they can send it to you. And they don't care if it breaks. And there's no product support after you ship it over to Hawaii. I digress. This video is not about that. Look at these proxies. Look at the raised texture on this proxy. This is insane. I'm literally touching the bumps. Let me just acknowledge a couple of people here real quick. Number 1, Strider Forge. This is their original design of Mana Vault. This looks sick. And then this is a foil version. As you can see, the foil is coming through very, very nicely. I mean, I've never felt anything like this in my hand. I love the texture. I love the foiling effect. There's a good play to the card. Adam, if you're watching, these are awesome. Now, these two are custom proxy made by Adam McCauley. And from what I can see, these are raised, meaning they are... Okay, I'm going to take this out very carefully and we're going to look at it together. All right, I'm going to take this carefully out of the sleeve so we can take a closer look together at this custom art. I wonder if he did these as well on top of the sleeve. This thing looks crazy. That's the only way I can describe it. I mean, first of all, custom art, 10 out of 10. Actually, 20 out of 10, okay? It feels crazy. It's 3D and you can see the little details. You can see the muscles being raised and you can see all these lightning, they're raised as well. I'm literally touching the lightning right here. And there's also texture all around. This reminds me of frosting on pastries or cookies, if you know what I mean. Without even measuring, I already know how thick this card is. It's definitely one of a kind of experience. I would even dare put these raised proxy in its own category. In my humble opinion, I even think this is fancier than some of the crazy foil cards out there. I don't know how the whole thing works, but I believe you really have to have custom images to take the full advantage of the UV printer. Without even testing, I already know you cannot bend these. Let me quickly show you the timeline, and I'm actually going to put these into slabs so I can protect them. Again, I'm really just at a loss of words right now. This feels like a piece of artwork in my hand. I mean, this is a piece of artwork in my hand. I just never expected having these type of texture cards will bring me so much joy and satisfaction. I just want to quickly say I appreciate how much the foil make the gold color pop. Now these ones in the middle, I believe they were printed on 300 GSM foil cardstock. Now how sick is this blackout version? Now one thing I do notice is that some images are a little bit more grainy. This Tom Bombadil looks a little soft, and when I try to read the text, they're kind of soft as well and a little grainy. I wonder if it's because of the quality of the image or the print quality of the printer itself. These non-foil version, I can tell directly they are printed on a 300 GSM black core cardstock, and they feel just like the actual MTG card. And I bet if you put this one into your actual MTG card deck, you will not notice these. I mean, the foil version feels just as good. And I also believe that you will not be able to use the silhouette cutting machine to cut these proxies. You most likely will have to manually cut all of these out, which is not a big deal, honestly, if you can get result like this. I'm so curious of the whole process of making these. That's why I'm so looking forward to Strider's Forge tutorial that's coming out soon. One thing I do want to point out is the spot foil effect is very similar to the laser printer effect that we're using. Basically layering ink on top of it, and wherever there's no ink, then the foil is gonna shine through. Man, I'm just really taking my time to admire these proxies, honestly. I'm just so satisfied with how they are. Is UV printer the future of proxy making? I came up with a little pros and cons list. Perhaps you can gain a little bit more perspective on how UV proxy is going to be in the future. Now, these are based on my own opinion, my research, and my observation of the UV proxies. The number one pro of UV printer is that UV printer can print on any surface, period. We're talking about glass, wood, plastic, paper, or even fabric. I think it can print on any type of surface. What does that mean for us proxy makers? That means we can print on a 330 GSM black core, or we can print directly onto these glassy foil cardstocks. Now, my favorite pro of the UV printer is that you can print textured. There's just nothing like the textures that UV printer can produce. The number one con for me will be accessibility. The truth is, personal UV printer is a fairly new product in the market, so the cost per unit is very high up. We're talking about $2,400 just for the printer itself from EUV. Not counting the ink cartridges are very expensive to refill as well. By reading other people's comments and review about UV printers, I learned that UV printers are very high maintenance. You have to print very often with the printer, otherwise the print head will clog. There is one thing I cannot quite put my finger on, is the image quality. The image quality a printer produces has a lot of variables to it. To produce a good high quality print, you need high quality images, as well as a printer that's capable at printing at high resolution. Unfortunately, I cannot test this myself, but what I can tell you is there is a little bit of an inconsistency in terms of image quality concerning details, clarity of the text and image. For example, this Tom Bombadil image is a digital image from Scrifall. It's seriously lacking detail and clarity to its text. On the other hand, this Stifle proxy has sharper text. Perhaps it's because the ink is not printed over the white text part. But on the other hand, this raised chrome has beautiful detail and the text is sharp. Now, if I had a UV printer, for sure I'll be printing cool commanders, cool cards that has raised and textured and all of that. I mean, you can literally feel the abs on chrome. What more can you ask? But to be fair, would I make a full deck with UV printer? The answer is no. It's one of those cool toys that you just want to have, and you have to use it once in a while, because if you don't use, then it's gonna break.